Alrighty. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through here today, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live today from around the country. It's great to have you with us on this Friday, the sunny Friday afternoon here in Joburg. We're going to spend a few minutes now talking about DuePoint. I'm hoping that by the end of it, you can understand why we have the sense of energy and excitement that we do at DuePoint, and why our business is building across the nation as it is in 2019. To start with, let me talk about the fact that DuePoint is in fact a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. That's important to know. We are a division. People get confused. I was on the phone with someone the other day and he said, so you're a branch of, you're a broker of. No. We're a division. We're a division. We actually are part of Constantia. And Constantia is nearly a 70-year-old insurance company now, first registered in 1952. We're a licensed life and short-term insurance company. And of course, we are listed on the JSE under Conduit Capital. So you are not dealing with a new business here. You're not dealing with a fly-by-night, and you are not dealing with a business that is not from South Africa. You're dealing with a homegrown South African company. Now, a couple of years ago, we formed the DuePoint division because we had a couple of things we were trying to solve. We had some serious economic risks in South Africa. Most of you know them, both as a corporate and as an individual. On an individual level, you guys know that we've lost control of our ability to create income. We're all in jobs, and what are happening to the jobs? The jobs are drying up. Every year, there's less and less of them. In addition, the jobs that we do have are no longer creating proper financial wealth or freedom for us. I had a lady in last night. She's been with us for quite a few years now, and she was telling me how in December, she was called into the office of her manager, and the manager said, you're our superstar here. We love you. You're our best performer. We don't want to lose you. But times are tough. And so this year, you're really not going to get anything from us that shows you your worth to us. And she said that it just took the wind right out of her sails. You work hard for a company for years and years, and the top performer gets the speech from the manager of, look, you're not going to get what you're worth. That is the nature of employment. And it is one of the risks that we wanted to try and solve. The other risk, of course, is a corporate risk for us. The normal forms of distribution of our products have been drying up for years. Why? Because of the economic crisis in South Africa. And two, because technology is changing and the way we do business is changing. And we wanted to solve those problems. We believe that the solution lay in teaching South Africans how to become social entrepreneurs. In other words, how to step out of their mindset of I need a job and actually start building something that they control, that creates for them wealth that's there on a recurring basis. This is real economic change for South Africans. Most South Africans have been unfortunately indoctrinated, like the rest of the world, into the belief that the only way you can solve your financial problems is with a job. Well, what we have seen over and over again, and more so in the last 40 years than before that, is that jobs have created financial crisis for most individuals. I often ask the question, who amongst the audience here is getting wealthy off of the back of their jobs? I've never had anybody put their hands up. Most people are getting poorer. They don't realize it, but they're getting poorer. The increases they get don't equal inflation, which means that every year they earn less than they did the year before. But they want a job, and they're going to cling to it, and they're not going to do anything that doesn't look and smell and feel like a job. Folks, we need to teach South Africans that it's time to become social entrepreneurs. In the next couple of years, there'll be no jobs left. There really won't be. Take a look at Zimbabwe. Take a look at what's happening up in Africa. There are no jobs. Those people are all entrepreneurs. If you are making money in those countries, it's because you're running your own thing. And we need to teach South Africans to do that if we're going to solve the problem. What it does for us as well, of course, is that it allows us as a corporate to create a new and better form of distribution into which we can create wealth for ourselves and for South Africans. And so with this in mind, we created what we call the DuePoint system. It's why you're here this morning. The DuePoint system allows you as individuals to contract with us as wealth engineers. As wealth engineers, we give you one task. The task of connecting South Africa to us. That's it. We don't ask you to sell. You're not going to be carrying products around. You're not advisors or brokers or anything like that. We ask you one simple thing. Use our technology and connect South Africans to us. By doing that, we create greater distribution, greater revenue, and from that greater revenue, we're able to create an extra recurring income for you. We're not in the business of cash here. Cash for selling plastic things and creams and toiletries and coins and I don't know, flip. Those do not create recurring, steadfast income. I had a man in here the other day. We did this great presentation. I thought it was wonderful. And then he spent the next hour talking to the person who brought him here about an electronic currency. Now, electronic currencies are completely legitimate, but are you in control of them? Do you get to control whether they increase? No, but if you buy in, you're buying into Microsoft and blockchain and blah, blah, blah. I understand all of these things, and they're all legitimate, but do you have control over them? When you put your money in, do you control its upward climb, or do you just see it waste away if the value of this currency decreases? It's called speculation. If you want to speculate, go to the casino. It's more fun, and you'll earn more faster. If you've got spare money to speculate, go for it. But the average South African does not have spare money to speculate on. Doesn't matter what they promise you, 400% return in 90 days. Yes, if the wheel spins in that direction. But it can also be 400% loss. We've got an individual here, he's outside here today, who's been in it. He's lost thousands of rands because of the devaluation of the currency. He had no control over it. We are not in the business of cash in transit. We're in the business at DuePoint of creating long-term, stable, recurring wealth. We do it through financial services. Our products run on automatic debit orders. Every month the debit order runs. You don't run back to your friends and beg them to buy again. Every month the debit order runs, and every month your income comes in. It is stable. It is reliable. There's no selling of goodies to friends to make it. It happens automatic. It means that your task of connecting South Africans to us is a single task. As you connect one person to us, you can move on to the next, and we take care of that person thereafter. You're not trying to churn the whole time. You're building a base of wealth and security with us. Folks, we've built into the system a system of leverage for you so that if you have little time, which many South Africans do, well, that's fine. Two things we do. One, we buy back your time. And two, we allow you to leverage others in the creation of wealth for yourself. It also is a system that allows you to create wealth 24 hours a day because you're not carting products around. You don't have to be with the person to give them the products each time. Everything is electronic. Everything is instantaneous, and everything is 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You are given freedom now to pick up a tool that creates wealth for you, and you're able to use the system at no cost. Everywhere you've been before today, they've asked you for money. I know they have, because I've been to many of these presentations. They ask you for money. We want a startup fee, a monthly fee, an admin fee, a training fee, an application form fee. There are no costs like that here at DuePoint. By simply being a product owner of DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer, and you get to use the entire system at no cost to yourself. So today is not a financial risk decision. In addition, because you're not selling, advising, brokering, intermediating, you're not doing any of that, you're simply connecting people to us. You don't need any qualification or experience. You're all automatically qualified to be wealth engineers at DuePoint. That means that everybody in South Africa is in a position to build a real asset for themselves. What's a real asset? A real asset is something that produces income every month, no matter what your circumstances are. A real asset is something you can price and transfer, which you can do at DuePoint. And a real asset is something that will be handed over to your children when you pass away. And that's what happens with your channels and your income here at DuePoint. When you pass away, it's automatically handed over to your children, and your children are able to earn the income you created during your lifetime. We are in the business of intergenerational wealth here at DuePoint, and we have built this tool to be absolutely convenient for you. There is no selling. There is no presenting. There's no running after people each month to buy, and there's no packets of paper application forms you have to run around with. Folks, here at DuePoint, we use the latest technology to make the task of connecting people as absolutely simple as possible. And as you connect people to us, we as DuePoint will encourage through our processes, our presentations, our technology to bring people in as wealth engineers. And as they connect through your efforts, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These folk will go out using our technology and our live presentations around the country. We'll connect more people to us, and they will be allocated to you as your channel of distribution spreads out across the country. We then, as the insurance company DuePoint, come along and facilitate the purchase of all of our products throughout this channel you have created. And your income is born without you having to sell a single thing. Now, I was chatting to a big team of guys yesterday. It was a fantastic meeting with them, and they were telling me about how people respond. People respond by saying, no, but I'm okay, I've got a job, I'm fine. Folks, that just means you're ignoring the obvious. Every South African right now is in financial crisis. They may not know it, but they're in financial crisis. Other people say to them, yeah, but you know, these things, they don't work, and I don't know anybody, and I don't... And we got, well, you get 55 million tries. There's 55 million people in South Africa. When somebody says to you, this doesn't work, don't buy their belief. They've probably never done it. They know nothing about DuePoint. They know nothing of the tool we have. Why do you suddenly believe them? The belief you will get in using the tool, as you work through people, people will connect and your income will start growing. Believe the outcome. Don't believe the individuals who have no clue who we are. What we have seen happening over years at DuePoint is life-changing wealth for individuals at DuePoint. And if you talk to them, they've also spoken to people who said, yeah, no, but it doesn't work, and I've heard this before. They've spoken to people like that. But they've also met the people who've said, I want to change my circumstances. I'm tired of what I have, and I want to move forward. And have picked up the tool and created wealth for them and themselves through our system. We create this wealth. We distribute this wealth to you in two ways. First, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment in your channel every month that it's paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. So, for instance, you're going to go out, chat to some of your friends. Some will become wealth engineers, not all of them. I'm warning you right now. Some of them will laugh at you. Some of them are going to mock you. They're going to just stay poor. So just try and balance it with that. Okay, you can mock me, you stay poor. This one's not mocking me. Let's get rich together. Okay, balance it out in your minds. These individuals over here will pay for their products. When they do, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand. For every product payment every month that it's made after a single connection to us. You don't go back to them every month and beg them to buy the perfume again and the cream again. We've heard all of these things. My goodness, we're tired of that. It's a single connection, and every month the debit order raises and your 55 Rand comes in. Now, I've had people say to me, but Brendan, I can get 450 Rand for selling the pot or the cream or that. Yes, once. Remember that. You get it once. Here it's every month. And you have control. In our system, if people take multiple products, you earn multiples of what you're seeing. 2 products, you get 110 Rand. 3 products, you get 165 Rand. 4 products, 220 Rand, and so on. This means you can grow your income off of a single individual, which you could never do in any other system in South Africa. Now, these individuals are going to go out and link a few more people to your channel. They're going to make their product payments, 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, and you get 55 Rand again for every product that every one of these people takes every month thereafter. You've been with us for 5 minutes in this example, and you're already earning 1,000 Rand a month. That's 12,000 extra Rand a year. You haven't quit your jobs, but you're on the side now. You get 12,000 Rand a year. Now, maybe you want to put some more effort in and some more time into the construction of your channel. And as you do, you continue to earn, now on a diminishing basis, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you have unlimited, uncapped potential at DuePoint. From the 8th point on, you will always get 4% of 27.50 Rand, as long as you qualify to earn for every product on every point in your channel. This means you can grow channel 25 points big and earn on all those points. You can hand it over to your children, they take it to 50 points. And they can earn on all 50 points. Again, today we heard there's the new thing. There's always the new thing that's coming out. My goodness. And the new thing, you can earn to the 6th point. Well, then what happens after the 6th point? You see, it's not a wealth creation tool. A wealth creation tool says you have no limit to your potential. Pick it up, work on it, put 25 years into it, put 45 years into it, and grow your wealth with unlimited potential. What can you earn at DuePoint? Well, the payment is time. Put the time in, and we can calculate what you're going to earn. We know you're busy, so we've taken a very simple growth rate formula so that everybody is accommodated by it. We've taken years and years of data, and so we're quite accurate now in predicting what you can earn if you're putting the effort in. Our growth rate formula we call 3 + 2. It says in your first month with us, you're responsible for putting 3 people in. That's it. 3 people in your first month. It's not a big ask, that. We're not asking for 30 people. I'll bet you other presentations have gone, if you can just do 8 people a week. No. 3 people in the month. And then every month thereafter, you're responsible for +2, just 2. 2 people every month thereafter, 1 every 15 days. If you can do that and we apply all our mathematics to it, we believe that after just 6 months with us, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 rand a month. 2,500 rand. Yes, it's not buying a yacht in the Mediterranean wealth, but it's 30,000 rand a year. You have created it on the side while still working. We had one of the people say to us, in this big team meeting, but I work so hard, I don't have many hours. And I said, really, you need to find 2 people in the whole month. Could you not find 2 hours in an entire month? And then they went, yeah, no, I probably could find 2 hours in an entire month. Okay, good. Good. So we understand that this is something that adds to your life. Everything else is going to suck time up. At DuePoint, it adds to what you've got already. And it says that, can you connect 2 people a month to us for 6 months, and we'll get you to 2,500 rand, 30,000 rand a year with us in 6 months. If you can do another 6 months with us, to a year, after a year of going plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, you can reasonably expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month with us. 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. That's 120,000 rand a year. You can have that in the next 12 months. You can have that in the next 12 months. All you have to do is find 2 people. We're not going to ask you to make sure they pay. We're not going to ask you to make sure that they duplicate and do what you do. No, no, no. We've just said keep connecting. And our mathematics takes into account the time and the number of individuals you're going to pass through and those that are going to build your wealth. And after 12 months, you're on an extra 10,000 rand a month. Now, it's Friday afternoon, and you guys don't look very excited about an extra 10K a month. If I went right now and put 10K in your bank account right now, you'd be pretty excited. Yesterday, we calculated all returns and rewards for the month of December and all the Wealth Quest winners, because there were loads of them. Flippin' took us the whole day, but there were loads of them, and we paid out today. Today, people are getting, just for the Wealth Quest, 2,500 and 5,000 rand. When we call them to tell them, they're frantic with excitement. Nothing like getting 5 grand in the middle of the month. You know, exactly. But then I say to you, can you connect 2 people a month for 1 year, and we'll get you to 9,000 to 10,000 rand? And you guys are like, oh, when is this going to end? When is this going to end? 1 year. You don't have to worry about what they do. We're just asking you to connect them using our technology every day. No carrying stock, no application forms. Can you do it for 2 years? I'll bet you'll do it for 2 years if I'm putting 10 grand a month in your account. If you do it for 2 years, it rises to 27,000 to 30,000 rand. That means 24 months from now, you could be earning 360,000 rand a year from DuePoint. How many of you will do it? How many of you will go, oh, I'm so busy at work, and the people tell me they're secure in their jobs, and the people say that it doesn't work, and then I go, but I didn't ask you to convince the people. I just asked you to keep connecting until you find the people that grow your wealth. That's all we ask you for. So don't get yourselves down in the doldrums and disincentivized. Just keep going. Just keep going. In 2 years from now, you could potentially be earning 30 grand a month. 3 years from now, it's going to rise to about 40 to 45,000 rand a month. And if you can do 4 years with us, not 4 months, 4 years with us, it'll be on about 60,000 rand. And if you can do 5 years with us, that's half a decade, guys. That's 2024. In 2024, you're potentially earning 80 to 100,000 rand a month with us. That's R1 million a year. You're now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. You do not need your job. You might well have lost it by then. Statistically speaking, you will have lost your job by then. Not because you're bad at your job, but because the jobs will have shrunk so much in our economy. You might have noticed our economy is not making a sudden swing around into boom. Okay? We're actually kind of tipping off an edge at the moment. What are we going to do to save ourselves from that tip off the edge? Donnie, one of our wealth engineers, always says, I don't even have to make the stuff up. I just let the politicians do it for me. I just sit back and let it happen, and I just go to people and go, look at what they're doing. You need to make a plan. I don't have to say anything else. I don't care if they feel secure in their jobs. I don't care if they don't believe it works. They have got no option. Folks, we believe quite strongly at DuePoint that in 2019 particularly, we can make the statement boldly that there is nothing other than DuePoint. There is only one conversation that's going to be had amongst South Africans in 2019, and it's going to be DuePoint, because the other options are gone. They're gone. Are people making money at DuePoint? You betcha. We've been around for a couple of years now. We got plenty of folk. Go to our YouTube channel, go listen to their stories. People making all sorts of money. Some people only want 5 grand a month. Perfect. Some people only want 3 grand a month. No problem, we can do that. Others want much more, 100 plus thousand a month. We've done all of that. And you can go see the stories. Go and see them on our YouTube channel and then decide what you're doing with it here at DuePoint. Folks, the price you're going to pay at DuePoint is not money. It's going to be time. There's no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. There's no such thing. We're in the business of genuine wealth creation. We're a listed and licensed insurance company. We're audited and reviewed by 8 or 9 regulators regularly. This is the real deal. All these other things, nobody's looking after them. So they're here today, 9 months later they're gone. But there's DuePoint standing there, and all the people that are with us are earning every month. Everyone paid on time every month. And poor Patrick, Pumi, you guys have been with us now for 35 months. Have we ever missed a payment? Never missed a payment. Have we ever not delivered? No. But you know, how many people do you know that have been into all these other things and there's no payments? Missing. Yeah, that's right. Folks, the second way we create wealth for you is not only in financially, but in lifestyle as well. We put you through our training program. It's called our XP Rewards training program, and it teaches you to become a better entrepreneur, a more successful wealth creator. We actually teach you to do this. It doesn't cost you anything. We give it to you for free. And as you get trained, you gain XP, experience points with us. And as your points rise and your channel grows, we rank you up in the training program. And when we rank you up, we start to change your life. There's cash in the training program for sure, but at rank 5, we give you tools. It's an imported lightning memory stick from the USA. It comes with everything you need on it to connect people to us, and it connects into every single electronic device in South Africa. Then at rank 7, we give you a 17,000 Rand set of business cards. Have you ever seen what a 17,000 Rand set of business cards look like? Well, this particular one is imported. It is gold gilded, not printed, gilded, and it is custom made for you, and we give it to you. Now you are connecting people with the finest business card in the country. Ask anybody who's got one to show you one. They won't let you touch it, but you'll be able to see it. And you will immediately know why it is a tool of connection that we give you. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away on a 1-week holiday, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. I lose people here. Some people go, you see, it's one of those things. No, folks, we go every year. We've been, we're going. I can show you real footage. I am going to show you real footage of what these trips look like. And other people go, this is too hard for me. It's too hard for me. We get a lot of that, and that's right. And we have been grown up in the last 100 years. What have we believed? We've believed we can't have. I point at me, but not really me. You know what it's like in the South African economy. South Africans have been told you can't have. But the truth is, at DuePoint, all we ask you for is to connect people. Anybody, of any social strata, of any race, of any religion, of any economic strata, is capable of connecting people. And we ask you to do that. And if you do that, and you do it over time, and you get to rank 9, how fast can you get to rank 9? Well, we've got there in 5 months. We've got there in 31 months. You know, and everything in between. It's up to you. There's no deadline. We go every year. And as long as you maintain that channel size once you've reached rank 9, you're going to go away on trips that look like this. Alrighty, it looks like it's reasonable, a reasonable trip. And we don't give it to you once, like we see on the Facebook pages of all these other things. We go every year. We go every year. You can see, we can show you the footage. Anybody who goes rank 9 comes with us. And they come with us every year. Can you make the decision to do something beyond your job? Can you make the decision to do something that creates lifetime wealth? At rank 11, we give you a very useful tool as well. It's your own car. It is not branded, as you can see. It is not financed through us. It's not rented from us. And we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. And we're looking. We're looking for the people who are going to do the work to get these things. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Folks, the mechanism we use to create wealth in our system is obviously our products. We have 4 products at DuePoint. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It costs 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand of the 324 and we put it into your investment account every month. So the real cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month because the other 100 is in your investment account and it's yours. You're building an asset already. The second product we have is our Wealth Guard product. It costs 249 Rand a month. And for the 249 Rand, you get R1,000,000 worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical declarations or examinations. Every South African is able to build wealth with us through these sorts of products. And then our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It's our funeral cover plan. It starts at 299 a month. You can get 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover. You can add 5 or 10 family members to your cover. And the principal member gets 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover so that when they pass away, their family don't have to settle their debts. We come in and settle 10,000 Rands worth of their outstanding debt. And then our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month to be a member. And as a member, you get access to all of our suppliers. We've got loads of suppliers that come in and give us prices and services and account managers and VIP this and that next thing that you wouldn't be able to get as an individual. You get access to all of that as a member of our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Now, this is an active product. You've got to use it every month to create value, to create economic repair to your circumstances. Folks, we teach you how to do that. We've got multiple training videos on our YouTube channel and on our website that you can watch for this product and the rest so that you know how to maximize your benefit through our products here at DuePoint. And if that's not enough, in 2019, we've launched a very, very special reward for those people who want to change their lives in 12 months. Not 5 years, not 3 years, in 12 months. We've launched what we call our 365 Challenge. It says, from the day that you join us in 2019, you have 365 days to put 365 people on your first point. That's 365 connections. In 365 days. It's one person a day on average. Now people get confused. They think if they miss a day, they're disqualified. No. You've got 365 days to put 365 people in. If you do it in the last 3 months or the first 3 months, it doesn't matter. Or whether you put it in between with gaps, you just need to get the 365 in. Now if you can get 365 people in by the end of 2019 or by the end of your 365 days, it starts on the day you join, then we give you 365,000 Rand in cash. But along the way now, we know what the mathematics is. You would have built a channel that will take you well beyond rank 9, which means that you'll be coming away with us at the end of the year on our rank 9 holiday. You'll also be beyond rank 11, which means that this year you get a brand new car. And from our returns program, you would have earned, we think conservatively, about 500,000 Rand in cash. That means 865,000 Rand in cash, a trip overseas, and a new car by the 365th day of your start with us here at DuePoint. We've never not delivered on any of our promises. We're just not one of those companies. And yet, we know that only a few people are going to pick this tool up and actually do the work. They will get distracted by the belief of others, not by their own belief. They'll be distracted by others when their circumstances are pushing them to do something else. You guys know you're sick and tired of your circumstances. We're going to find those. We are out there in South Africa this year that are sick and tired of their circumstances but are willing to do the work to get out of them. And by the end of this year, they will be 1.2 million Rands worth richer in 12 months. That's for everybody. That's for you. Are you saying to yourself, no, that's too difficult, I can't do it? Because that's nonsense. I'm not asking you to sell to 365 people. I'm asking you just to connect 365 of the 55 million South Africans to us in the next 12 months. We know you can do it. We've got people that will connect 50 people a month to DuePoint. Why can't you do 30? I know you can. So get out there and do it. To help you, in January, we're running a very special Wealth Quest. The Wealth Quest this month says that if you can put 30 people in, that's your one per day for January. You can put your 30 in and get them paid by the end of the month. We'll put 15,000 Rand in your bank account by about the middle of February. Anyone here want 15,000 Rand? Anyone here need 15,000 Rand to survive 2019? That 15,000 Rand will cover all your costs in building your 365. It'll cover your telephone, your data, your transport. It's covered in that 15. You can have it now. What do you got to do now? In the last 2 weeks of this month, you've got to get 30 people connected to DuePoint. You can do that if you want that 15 grand. Or you can make excuses like, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, which are all lies. They're all lies. Everybody in South Africa can do this challenge and be on their way. January ticked off towards the 365 challenge. Everybody can do it. If you want to become a wealth engineer with us today, it's very easy. Jump onto our website, DuePoint.net. Read, watch videos, do what you need to do. Click the apply button. Fill out the form. No money having passed from your hands today. None. And you are a wealth engineer immediately. And this afternoon and this weekend, you can be building wealth already with us here at DuePoint. If you want to do more research, go and do it. You will find Constantia's website. Go dig through our financials, our directors. We're a public company. Go to JSE and look us up there under Conduit Capital. We listed, have been for 27 years or something. Go and look it up, find it. And then, folks, go to the FSCA's website. That's the regulator that controls the financial services sector. Go and look them up and find our licenses there. There's our financial services provider license. In fact, it's just one of our FSPs. Go and look them up. Get the confidence that you need. For those of you who are with us, tomorrow morning is a very, very special morning. We're running our product review. I do it once a year, sometimes twice, but this is the main one where I'm going to do two things tomorrow. First of all, I'm going to run through all of our products again. Those of you who are uncertain, those of you who want to know every detail, those of you who wish our products were better, come and listen to what I have to say tomorrow. And we'll see if your opinion changes by the end of it. 11 o'clock tomorrow, we're broadcasting live. We want this room full tomorrow, guys. Everybody who's in Gauteng should be here with their channels. This is an incredibly important training session we're giving. 1 hour from 11 until 12 tomorrow after our introduction at 10 o'clock. Get everybody in here. No excuses. Everybody around the country, book your venues, fill them. Make sure everybody in DuePoint is learning about our products tomorrow. Second thing I'm going to do tomorrow is we're going to launch what we think is our biggest WealthPoint Buyers Club supplier that we've ever had. It's taken us months to integrate with them, and it is very exciting what we're now going to offer through our WealthPoints Buyers Club product going from tomorrow morning onwards. You don't want to miss this tomorrow at 11 o'clock. You really, really don't. So I expect to see all of you tuned in live or here in the room if you live in Gauteng. If you're here in Gauteng, and I see you tune in live, I'm coming to fetch you. And I'm ringing you here. You're not going to hide behind your screen tomorrow. I'm going to come and fetch you. Rank 4s and above, the time is ticking away. Converge Recognition Conference for 2018, but it's in 2019 obviously, but looking back over 2018 is happening in less than 3 weeks now, I think it is, or 3 and a bit weeks that it's happening. You need to get your guests booked. You need to be talking to your channels, finding out who wants to come along and get their tickets booked and paid. They need to be booked and paid by the end of January. Returns and rewards have been paid today, so it should be in your bank account either right now if you're FNB, if you're other banks, it'll be in tomorrow morning or Monday. The moment you've got your cash, get to our counter and get your tickets booked for yourself and your guest. No waiting, do not delay, because you could miss out on what's going to be one of our biggest events of the year in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see how serious we are about what we're doing here. We're not mucking around. I've been saying this for years. You're going to find that DuePoint just doesn't fade away. Like all these other things that come and go, oh, here's the new thing, and it's gone. And here's the new thing, and it's gone. I earn 30,000 Rand a week, and it's gone. All this nonsense. The new one in 4 ways, the new one in, I don't know, Lion currency, and the new, oh my word. Or we can get serious in 2019 about permanent wealth creation with a South African company where you can come to our office, see the executives, know who the shareholders are, know what our BEE status is. All of that you can do here. And how much are we going to charge you today to be a wealth engineer? Nothing. Come and join us. Questions and concerns, come and ask us. Otherwise, I'll see you live tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the intro, but more importantly, 11 o'clock for our product dev seminar. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.